What's up, y'all? How's your mom and them? We got this clip here from Candace Owens where she's pretty much just railing on Elon Musk here in the wake of this Elon Trump fallout. Um, Seems like she's Team Trump, seems to be, defending Trump here and kind of critiquing Elon a lot, which is kind of funny because to me, anyway, it seems like every critique she has of Elon, you could say the same about Trump too. So let's see what she has to say and see what y'all think.
And here's what I'm going to say about this, okay? People on the right worship technocrats like people on the left worship Hollywood. That's the reality, okay? Elon Musk got behind Trump at the very end, right? When victory was in the sight, he was like, I am the number one Trumper. And the next thing you know, he's like living at Mar-a-Lago and somehow also, I'm supposed to believe, running 3 businesses. I'll ask the question, let me not be judgmental. What conservative
That's actually a good point. I've always kind of thought that too, so I agree with her on this one. Like, never understood how Elon or anyone for that matter would have the capacity to be a CEO of 3 or however many companies you've got, and then also do the government work. Like, that was always kind of crazy.
value does Elon Musk hold dear that made him worthy of his proximity to Trump's administration? And please don't say you went all in on Doge. Like he was the only person cut for the job of cutting government spending. Any business accountant worth their salt could have cut government costs. You don't need a celebrity. You don't need someone who likes rockets and space to do that. Okay. You just need a very good accountant. So it can't be that. You can't be, I hope we're not that fickle. Is it a stance on family? Is there anyone who's had more baby mama drama? I have been so bothered by this, and I've been so disturbed as people are like, he's being taken advantage of. Poor trillionaire, poor gazillionaire with 19 baby mamas. He had no idea. Like, he knows how babies are made. So it couldn't have been his stance on family that drove you towards Elon Musk. Was it?
Yeah, see, this one, I mean, you could say the same thing about Trump. Like, he's got 5 kids from 3 different women, and I won't even get into like allegations against him, much less just even consensual affairs. Like, see, family values. Like, how you gonna say that Trump has better family values than him? I just don't get that. But let's keep going.
Is it a stance on faith? Are you a Christian? Were you one of these Christians that got behind him? Because I'm pretty sure that he's a part of the transhumanist movement, meaning when are we going to turn everybody into AI movement? And people just didn't have an issue. They're just like, this is all fine. It's all fine.
Yeah, I agree with what she said about Elon. I think he's always kind of had that stance. But again, the implication is that, like, Trump has a strong Christian faith. Do we really want to say we believe that? Let's just take a quick look here. Let's look at what the Bible has to say. 1 John chapter 1 verse 9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins, to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Key being confessing sins, and God will forgive our sins. I'm not sure if y'all seen this clip before, but here someone, like, point blank asked Trump if he had ever asked God for forgiveness. I'm not typically in the business of making a judgment on whether or not someone is a Christian or not. I can't see the condition of someone's heart. Only God can. But let's just see what Trump has to say when he answers this question.
He wrote The Power of Positive Thinking, which is a great book.
But have you ever asked God for forgiveness?
I'm not sure I have. I just go and try and do a better job from there. I don't think so. I think if I do something wrong, I think I just try and make it right. I don't bring God into that picture. I don't. Now, when I take, when we go in church and when I drink my little wine, which is about the only wine I drink, and have my little cracker, I guess that's a form of asking for forgiveness. And I do that as often as possible because I feel cleansed, okay?
Man, I don't know about you, but that felt pretty cringy to me. He basically said he's never asked God for forgiveness. So I won't, like I said, it's not up to me. It's between him and God. But, we all read what 1 John just had to say. I'll let y'all make your own conclusions on that one.
What has the MAGA movement become? I'm asking a serious question. What has this movement become? This is getting crazy. And some people just don't have the courage. I guess everybody's just a bandwagon fan. And because Trump was on the bandwagon, everyone just got on the Elon Musk bandwagon, no questions asked. The petty behavior when he was like blocking accounts and taking away check marks because somebody disagreed with him over H-1B visas. I don't even know how you can productively run 3 businesses if that's your approach to life. If when you get angry, you try to make people suffer, whether it's your baby mama or it's someone who's just disagreeing with you over H-1B visas. That's babyish behavior. And I struggle to believe that he is heading up 3 companies if this is how he acts, because you can't unite people around that kind of behavior.
All right, so to answer her last question, like what has the MAGA movement become? I think maybe more broadly, just what has our political climate become to where we feel the need to defend everything that our candidate does and says, even if we don't agree with it ourselves. So I feel like that's what happens these days. Like, all of a sudden now that Trump and Elon are having this fallout, if you're Team Trump, you got to start hating Elon, and you're like still defend everything Trump's ever done. It's like, and to be clear, this is not supposed to be a defense of Elon or a takedown of Trump. It's really more about asking ourselves the question, like, why can't we just call balls and strikes with everybody, even if it's the person we voted for? Like just because we voted for one person doesn't mean we defend everything they've ever done in their life. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. But yeah, why don't y'all tell me what y'all thought? You think you can say some of the same critiques against Trump, or no, he's perfect and blameless? Did she get him right or wrong about Elon? What do y'all think? All right. Well, if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, say hi to your mom and them.